The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, radiopublic, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. And it's also time to give a shout out to our brand new official sponsor, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook. Book on Amazon as well. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can also check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on anchorfm, iTunes, Google Play, along with Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Also, coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo7, radiopublic, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a terrific singer, songwriter, musician, award-winning, second-generation performer. He's back on the Mike Wagner Show by a very popular man. He's a multi-Grammy Award winner, which we played itsyou recently. He's had some great hits. He played with some great musicians and also talked partly about his father, being in a wonderful generation as a bass player and play with wonderful performers. And right now, we are saving the best for last, and he's got this one saved, which will be coming up. And live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios somewhere along the United States, the very, very popular singer, songwriter, and very multi-talented, back once again on the Mike Wagner Show, Ray Powers. Ray, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us once again.
Happy New Year, Mike. Thanks again for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, it's great to have you back. We had such a great time talking to you. And just to recap a couple of things, you're the host of the Raypowers Hour on New Vision Radio. You're a multi-Grammy Award winner, especially with itsyou and some other hits. Also, award-winning songwriter, singer, and second-generation performer as well, too. And before we talk about your latest saved and what's been happening with you, give us a very quick update on how you got started and what's been happening with you, Ray.
Well, I got started. Ironically, it wasn't my dad who got me started. I am second generation, but it was mom pushing the piano lessons when I was 6 years old that
Mm-hmm.
really got me started. They discovered I had perfect pitch, and they're like, "You have to use this. This is a gift. You can't waste it." And 3 years of classical piano lessons. I took a few years off to play Little League like everybody else. When Picked up a guitar when I realized, oh, if I grow my hair out and wear my jeans too tight, girls will like me. And you know, some of those girls will still follow me to this day. But these days, it's been a challenging year. Although it's been a pretty good year, I have to admit, at least from my end. Just putting out new music, keeping the show going, and one day to the next.
Mm-hmm. And you also had that big hit as well, too. It's You, and tell us more about that and some of the other singles as well.
Well, It's You, as you know, last time I was on your show, I was promoting Decade of Singles, the full album that I had released finally. And It's You was released as a single in 2013 and then re-released, remastered last year. And it had a resurgence. It enjoyed a very successful resurgence. And a lot of people who didn't catch it the first time, that's the great thing about releasing these on an album. Now they got to hear it, some of them for the first time, and it caught on again. It was a whole new life, which was great.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like it, too. And also, you're the host of the Raypowers on New Vision Radio, and tell us more about that. And I understand it's very popular.
Well, it's in I think it's 6th year coming up, and yeah.
Wow, 6 years, amazing.
Thank you. Michael Knight, who founded New Visions Radio, has since retired, but he gave me the start. Gave me a great slot Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern, prime time in the drive home on the West Coast, and threw me in the deep end and said, "Here you go." And you can't at that point say, "I can't swim." It's like, well, you have no choice. You have to, and it worked out, and I'm very lucky.
And it sounds like it too. It's been amazing as well. And of course, people talk about 2020, and you've heard all kinds of stories about the pandemic, what people done, what people learned, and people take up some new projects. And during the pandemic, when things have shut down and people are forced to play with live, like say from their living rooms, from their bathrooms, their kitchens, and instead of being on the road. What have you done during this time, during the pandemic, like most people?
Well, it definitely makes you rearrange your priorities. And I'm a big fitness guy. I love going to the gym. And, of course, when they shut down for a couple of months here in Jersey, you have to reinvent yourself a little bit. And actually, it worked out because you change things up and your body does respond. So I couldn't get to all my weight, so I had to do more pull-ups. I had to do more body resistance. You're recording from home because you can't get to the other studio. I did a couple of home concerts. You reevaluate. We're human beings. We adjust, and we're able to adapt.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly it. And what do you see coming up in 2021 for you?
Well, hopefully, a lot more outdoor concerts, a lot more crowds, hopefully. I do miss that the most, I think, more than anything else. We had some outdoor concerts last year, spread out in the open air. But for the most part, some of those grimy, sweaty clubs, those are fun, those club contact places. I miss that. I really do.
Mm-hmm. And do you think after we get through the pandemic, do you think things will be the same, or do you think this is going to be the brand new normal here?
Nah, normal is normal. And I think people are social creatures. And, there'll be some people that'll hide away until the year 2030. There's no doubt. It's just the way things go. We go forward, not backward. And things aren't like they were back in 1990. Things just progress and they evolve. So they won't be exactly the same, but some things will be better. And for the most part, I think 95% of us are going to go back to the movies, back to concerts, back to restaurants, because that's who we are. We're social animals.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we also got your music as well too. And also, I was going to ask you as well too. We talked about the pandemic, and we also talked about some of your work as well. And what And how about some of the other programs on New Vision Radio as well, too? What else can people listen to, and where can people also check out more of your music?
Oh, well, some of the other programs, there are some great hosts on New Visions Radio. Radio for Love featuring Nikki Lee. She was there before me. One of the charter shows on that station. There's so many great. Barry Eba's got 3 great shows. A great guy from England, former rugby player.
Wow, how you like that?
Nocturnal Frequency on Sunday night, a paranormal show. A book ended with a worship show, Prophecies of Hope. So it really does span the the whole gamut, and it's commercial free and it's censorship free. So it really is equal opportunity across the board, and it's a very generous plug. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. And of course, since it's uncensored, you can play what the hell you want.
Exactly. Now, my show is syndicated, and it does spill into some FM territory. So I keep it family friendly, but that's just how I was raised. I was brought up on AM and FM radio, so I don't drop F-bombs on the radio just out of habit, and nobody wants to hear that on the radio. You could hear that in traffic,
Exactly. You brought up about the fact that you grew up on AM, FM radio, and what are some of your favorite radio stations, or some of your favorite formats you grew up listening to?
I grew up in New York City. I grew up when WPLJ was still a rock station. Now it's, actually it's a CCM station, a Christian station, but it had last been a hot adult contemporary like Soccer Mom station. WNEW used to be the rock station with Scott Muni, the legend. He's the reason I wanted to be a DJ.
Wow.
K-Rock, WAPP, WABC on back to AM radio. That's a little before my time, but my hot spot was probably 78 to 88. That was when I was forming my musical tastes.
Mm-hmm. And of course, too, people growing up in Chicago, it's like we can all pretty much relate as well, too. And of course, we'll talk about your song saved coming up.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and more. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, where The Mike Wagner Show interviews great guests, cool conversation, lots of laughs, coffee, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
We're here with Ray Powers, who's backed by popular demand on The Mike Wagner Show, award-winning songwriter, singer, and second-generation performer. And we had talked about last time releasing a decade of singles, also including It's You as well, and also hosts of Raypowershour, a New Vision Radio. And right now, we have a brand new song out there called Saved by Raypowers right here on The Mike Wagner Show.
Sleeping, no one realized what once passed for madness has become normalized. manipulate people that you trusted, need to fabricate. They say jealousy leads to misery, so take your pride and ego far away from me. Too late to claim my soul, 'cause I've been saved. I've been saved. Keep your lies, I'm going home, 'cause I've been saved. I've been saved. Evil on every corner, sinister at every turn. Deadly sins they're dealing, setting up a trap and burn. Fire in the home now, situation just got real. Fighting at a distance while they hunt for hearts to steal. You tried to push agendas, you tried to sell deceit. Time is up, you fool. Hope you didn't count on me. Too late to claim my soul, 'cause I've been saved. I've been saved. Keep your lies, I'm going home, 'cause I've been saved. I've been saved. By no means is this complacency. The truth will surface and will be set free. Too late to claim my soul, 'cause I've been saved. I've been saved. Keep your lies, I'm going home, 'cause I've been saved. I've been saved. Too late to claim my soul, 'cause I've been saved. I've been saved. Keep your lies, I'm going home, 'cause I've been saved. I've been saved. I've been saved. I've been saved. I've been saved.
Great song. That was Saved by Ray Powers here on the Mike Wagner Show. Tell us about this more fantastic tune and what inspired you to write it?
Well, it's funny because you listen to it now, and a lot of people, some of the feedback I've gotten, they say, "Wow, it's a very, very timely song," because it kind of like people watches some of the ridiculous things that we're experiencing right now. And ironically, I wrote it 3 years ago, going on March 2018, and I actually wrote it for another project, which never materialized. But I had the chorus. I had basically, when I write a song, I write it melody first with a title and a hook, and the music's already in my head, and I can pretty much lay out the rest of the music, and then the verse lyrics come last. I actually didn't write those until 3 weeks before I had to cut the vocals, so I really put that pressure on myself to finish it. And as we were nearing this election and everything else, I wasn't really looking at it with a heavy hand. I'm not a preachy kind of guy. I try to avoid that with music.
Mm-hmm.
But, as you live in life, you're going, hey, look at that over there. That's pretty wild. And it's tongue-in-cheek, and you can kind of laugh at it. I don't really, paint a doom and gloom picture. But, the things going on around you do affect you. And you can't help but, recording artists, we say, hey, listen, we have a paintbrush in the form of a microphone or whatever. Whatever comes out of you, comes out of you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it does make sense, too. And what do you base your lyrics on, mainly?
Well, the basic idea was there's a lot of crazy stuff going on out there. Thank God I've got a plan B in my back pocket. Thank God I'm saved. And some people take it literally, and some people take it, with a grain of salt and say, oh, at least I've got my priorities in order,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not falling into this social media trap where I'm arguing on media 12 hours a day with people. That's not going to get you anywhere. You're wasting time.
No, it doesn't.
Go out and live.
I mean, my experience as well, too, that no matter how hard you make your point, they're not going to listen to you anyway. And you're right. Spending 12 hours on social media trying to convince somebody, that's a huge waste of time in my book. You could be doing other things as well, too, like working out, writing music, or cleaning house, or playing with your family, going shopping. But 12 hours on social media trying to convince just one person doesn't work. Sorry.
No. And, the whole thing with being a fan of a politician or championing these causes, I guess it's a way to pass the day if you're bored. But in the end, I try to, like you said, stay within the house. The good thing about being home a little bit more was there was more family time, and there was more time to, finish that home project. And, I couldn't get that album done, honestly, if it wasn't for a little bit of time at home. So blessings in disguise,
Exactly. You're right. And where can we find Saved At and the rest of your music?
Best place to go is Bandcamp, raypowers.com, raypowers.bandcamp.com, excuse me. My full catalog is up there. The album plus the new single is up there. And as the artist, we get to keep most of the music there. But of course, Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, all those places, all the digital platforms have it too. So please, add it to your playlist as well. I would appreciate it.
We definitely will do, and I'll do the same for you as well too, Ray. And what else can we expect from you in 2021 and beyond?
Well, I've got a new single already in the works, and that should be out hopefully by sometime in the first quarter between now and March. I'm guesting on a couple of people's records. I can't say anything right now. I'm sworn to secrecy, but you'll find out soon. And more Ray Powers Hour, more tour dates, fingers crossed. And that's pretty much it. By the grace of God, every day is a new day, right?
Yes, it is. And a big amen to that, Ray. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Best advice is breathe, relax, give thanksgiving. The minute you wake up, just find one thing that you're thankful for, be grateful for it, and then go out and accomplish at least one thing.
And that's very important as well, too. Once again, Ray Powers of the Ray Powers Hour on the Mike Wagner Show with his brand new single, Saved. A very big thank you for your time, Ray. You're absolutely fantastic. Definitely looking forward to having you again soon. It's always a pleasure. And once again, before we go, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or check out your music and the Ray Powers Hour?
Well, thank you for having me again. Best place to check out the Ray Powers Hour is newvisionsradio.com. 8 p.m. on Thursday Eastern is where it debuts for the week, and then of course it goes into syndication. As far as the music, I've got a Reverb Nation page. That's just Ray Powers. I've got Facebook, Ray Powers fan page, and again the Bandcamp to me right now is working out the best. raypowers.bandcamp.com. It's backwards. I always get it mixed
up. Just like many of us, and sometimes we forget what we had for breakfast and forget to have coffee. I know the feeling.
Don't forget the coffee. It'll be bad.
Yeah, exactly. Once again, Ray, a very big thank you for your time. It's great to hear from you again. You're absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor. Keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to stay in touch. You're absolutely fantastic.
That's a promise. Thanks so much, Mike.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing. Available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, iTunes, YouTube, AnchorFM, radiopublic, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.